maybe nga muna am kaddu tuuti nga muna sanil footballer si Gambia yi wala am advice bi nga muna jox.
man li ma mën a wax mooy wax ni samay morom joueurs yi man ñoom laay waxal pour wax leen ni que ñoom xam nañ ni métier bi liggéey bu ñuy def dafa métti liggéey la boo xamante ne ni que duñ la baal moom waaw loolu moom gars yi duñ la baal moom parce que national team bokkul ak club fi ngay football ak national team dañoo wute même football yi sax dafa wute parce que national team booy football national team xool mooy jiitu voilà parce que buñ la dooree sa papa ak sa yaay ñoo njëkk a jooy voilà bara da la xew donc sa xool ngay njëkk a jiital foofu dama leen bëgg a wax ne ni que national team défendre sa couleur la sa bopp la sa kër ngay njëkk a défendre mën a xalaat leneen parce que fayon la boo xamante ni dafa am doole voilà bokkul ak club et li ma leen di wax mooy ñu góorgóorlu yëf bi kenn moomu ko fukk ak benn la ñu benn terrain la benn ballon moo fa am voilà gën a góorgóorlu xam ne ni que équipe bu ñu dajal ñu xam ne ni que kii mënuma voilà ñu ñëfee mu doon Sénégal ak mu doon Cameroun ak Guinée ak lépp c'est pareil parce que Afrique léegi football bi dafa développé dafa am doole parce que da ngay dem ci yenn dëkk yi mënoo xalaat ni que ñii dañuy est-ce que am nañ ay joueurs mais boo fa demee nga am fa ay jafe-jafe ju bëri parce que gars yi léegi ñëpp a mën a football man li may mën a wax dañ góorlu ñu jàppalante parce que équipe il faut ngeen doon benn jàppalante ngeen di waxtaan seen biir di xelalante et man yaakaar naa ni day yàgg même bu yàggee incha allah équipe dina mos a taxaw boo leen nekkee mbooloo.
léegi balaa ma tàggatoo yow bu ma duggee dégg naa nga doon laaka soose yu set nga nuyuwante ak suñu mbokki soose yi. mbadi o mandinkol gambinkol mbal kontonna mbal tentuno mbal jala bi nata la sate to nata na sate fananto parce que ntemu nsafono mu Sénégambien ti donc maa ngi leen nuyu et di leen wax ne ni aussi ka fale ko ntemu Casamance diwneti nkafnyoma kendo wole sibi nyi Gambi sateto nata tele jube et molo muyana ko nalo birimbe Europe Allemagne Youssoufa Keita
Meanwhile, Newcastle couldn't stop winning. And central to that was the form of Senegalese January signing Papi Cissé. 9 goals in 8 games ahead of the visit of Bolton as Newcastle's impressive April continued. A 6th straight win, this time against Stoke, moving them into the Championship.
Newcastle United and Papi Cissé. His 2 wonder goals against Chelsea had renewed their hopes of Champions League qualification.
Cissé!
The 2-day Sports for Health Jamboree ended on Sunday, with the civil service emerging as winners of the football tournament. The civil service beat the judiciary to clinch the trophy that was at stake in the first edition of the event jointly organized by the Ministries of Youth and Sports and Health and Social Welfare. Ndai Buso reports.
The July 22nd Square was the venue for the mass fun sport involving the 3 arms of government. The event, which goes by the name Sports for Health, was initiated by the 2 sister ministries of Youth and Sports and that of the Health and Social Welfare. The Jamboree also brought together the executive, the judiciary, the legislative and the civil service. Also attracted the participation of the general public in the Arabic exercise. The legislature finished 3rd after beating the executive team 2-1 in the 3rd place runoff. The parliamentarians' first goal scorer and deputy speaker are happy that they will celebrate their 3rd place in their next sittings.
In this tournament, every team is a winner. This is why we were able to be the 4th place. You see, yesterday we were here playing against the civil service. And one of the difficulties that we have is that the civil service is too wide and there is no limitation. And for us, we are only confined to the assembly, which is the legislative. But we tried very well. The match went 1-1 draw and we went for a penalty shootout. Unfortunately, they were able to defeat us.
Fair. And I'm sure the players will continue to practice from now on because, I mean, they were all taken by surprise. None of them expected that something like this was going to happen at this time of the year. So there wasn't much practice. In fact, there was just a 2-day practice session. that was organized at the buffer zone. But I'm sure from now on, all of the teams would continue to practice and be more effective out there in the field.
The judiciary undoubtedly produced the best team of the tournament, which comprises lawyers, magistrates, and judges, but facing a young civil service team. The law implementers could only finish second, which was decided on a post-match penalty shootouts. Grts spoke to both teams and gave their reactions on the finals.
No, I'm not disappointed. We did our best. That's the most important thing. One side has to win, and it happened that the civil service won. That's good. There's no need to be disappointed. They did their best.
I must say the judiciary turned out to be a better team than we expected. I think technically they did better, to be honest, but we still made sure we took it to the last breath, and that took us to the penalties.
The Minister for Youth and Sport, who participated in the final day as a player, and the head DPS technical are optimistic of the sports jamboree to be an annual event.
We'll organize it better, we'll get more people come, and as you can see, the executive, most of our ministers are not around. They've been unavoidably absent, on state assignment. You know, Honorable Sonko was here, the Secretary General was here yesterday. They played very well, they are good, very skillful, you know. I'm sorry if we had Tangara around, Honorable Tangara, Honorable Fatim Baji was here too, you know. And the others, if we had them, I'm sure we will have definitely defeated folks around here. But yes, I hope that next time we do this, most of them will be around, and then we'll have more people come around and extend it. We will, you know, open it up. We'll extend our tentacles around and get more people like the bigger public sector, you know, the parastatals and so on and so forth, the army, the police and so on and so forth.
This is something that we really been advocating for throughout the year. It's something that we should be doing. We should be getting everybody out here, you know, to be participating in sports. And then also it's very good, as we all know, because especially these non-communicable diseases, one way of averting it is to participate in sports widely. So this is why we advocate for this, for everybody to come out. So the next one we organize, we expect to have a very big mass participation.
At the end of the games, all participated teams were rewarded with certificate of participation. For GRT Sports, I am Debusu.
With that, we bring down the curtains on what has surely been a very exciting edition of Sports Tonight. Thanks for the pleasure of your company. See you again next week. Until then, bye-bye.